Well, we go to New York. Devastating news. No! Thousands of people converged in New York City from the Aryan race.
What?
To neo-Nazis.
What?
To the Klan.
What the fuck?
To hear some very hateful people speak very hateful things. That's what the media will tell you about Trump.
Full-on Hitler.
The rally at Madison Square Garden.
See, now that's some bullshit.
I'm Giles Berganzo, and this, the media is shit.
Everything woke turns to shit.
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Happy Tuesday. Well, we are about 48 hours removed from the massive rally that was held at Madison Square Garden for Donald Trump. You had Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and a host of others in regards to getting out the vote. Of course, we are 7 days away from Election Day. But if you listen to certain media outlets, this rally has a sense of familiarity. They were comparing this, some anyway, were comparing this to a Nazi rally held at Madison Square Garden back in 1939 for one Mr. Adolf. But that's a problem, because it wasn't. But according to them, it was, and it was devastating. Oh, they're clutching pearls. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. MSLSD, to quote the great Mark Levin, faces backlash from Jewish Trump supporters after a Nazi rally comparison. MSLSD is facing backlash for comparing former President Donald Trump's recent Madison Square Garden event to a pro-Nazi rally held at the same venue in 1939 after splicing 85-year-old footage of the crowd doing Seig Heil salutes in between clips of the Republican Sunday audience. One of the far-left anchors, Jonathan Capehart, called Trump's packed rally chilling because of the German-American Bund, a completely unrelated event at the arena.
Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden comes days after his own former chief of staff went on record to describe his former boss as a fascist.
No.
But that jamboree happening right now, you see it there on your screen, in that place is particularly chilling. Because in 1939, more than 20,000 supporters of a different fascist leader, Adolf Hitler, packed the garden for a so-called pro-America rally.
Ah, the desperation. Can you smell it? Historian and CNN contributor Ruth Ben Geit concurred with Capehart's comparison, calling a Trump rally an overt Nazi parallel. The segment upset thousands of Trump fans, and with several Jewish supporters of the former president saying that MSLSD was mocking the Holocaust and diminishing the memory of millions of Jews who perished during that period. And of course, that was from Awesome Jew. Journalist Jakob Strasberg wrote on X, "Please explain to all us Orthodox Jew supporters, the vast majority of Orthodox Jews, how this is a Nazi rally." Social media influencer Shane Ginsberg poked fun at the media outlets, claiming, writing, "I'm Jewish, I went to a Nazi rally, I'm voting for Trump. Any questions?" Proud Jewish New York Republican Deborah Lee posted on X to set the record straight, calling out the mainstream media.
I just got back from Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden. I'm a Jewish New York Republican, and I have seen the mainstream media calling this a Nazi rally. And that couldn't be further from the truth. There were so many Jews there, just like myself. There was Israeli flags, and nearly every single speaker talked about their commitment to upholding the relationship between U.S. and Israel. Not to mention all the Latinos for Trump, gays for Trump, and nearly every other group that would have never been allowed in if this was actually a Nazi rally. Kamala Harris could literally bring Adolf Hitler on her stage, and the mainstream media still wouldn't call it a Nazi rally. Their lies are futile. Trump is winning this election in 9 days. Make sure you get out, vote early, and vote for Donald Trump.
Well said. While on the vice presidential campaign, Minnesota Governor Tim Tampon Walz also compared Trump's rally in 1939 event, telling his supporters in Vegas, Nevada to Google it on Sunday.
Donald Trump has descended into madness over the last few weeks. And I think some of you don't miss on this. Go do your Google on this. Donald Trump's got this big rally going at Madison Square Garden. There's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden. And don't think that he doesn't know for 1 second exactly what they're doing there.
I think Tim's in he's in need of a change of a tampon. Just Just saying. Of course, this was out of the Trump war room. Tim Walz repeats a disgusting smear of President Trump's big rally at Madison Square Garden today, somehow akin to a 1939 Nazi rally. He must have missed the 76, 80, and 92 Democratic conventions, which were also held at Madison Square Garden. What a scumbag. Breitbart News fact-checked the desperate Nazi comparisons and claiming coming out of the Democratic camp, noting that Jewish people have also held anti-Nazi rallies at Madison Square Garden in the past. The Trump War Room also pointed out the Democratic National Conventions were also held at Madison Square Garden several times throughout the decades.
MSNBC is facing intense criticism for its coverage of Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden. The network controversially aired footage from a Nazi rally in the same venue back in 1939. The anchor noted that Trump's rally took place in that same place, calling it particularly chilling. This comparison sparked outrage online, with critics accusing MSNBC of incitement. Conservative voices on social media defended the rally's diversity, with one user stating, "Yesterday's Trump rally was filled with Americans from every walk of life." Among those attending was a Holocaust survivor, Jerry Wartsky, who had endorsed Trump just last week, calling him a mensch and rejecting Vice President Kamala Harris's recent claim that Trump is a fascist. Even Elon Musk, who spoke at the rally, lashed out at MSNBC, labeling them the scum of the earth. The backlash points to a larger sentiment that despite Democrats calling for positivity and unity, MSNBC's portrayal of Trump's supporters as akin to Nazis is perceived as divisive. Republican commentator Colin Rugg echoed these sentiments, saying, "You don't hate the media enough?" while also mentioning Wartsky's presence at the rally. In the end, this MSNBC segment has only viewed accusations of media bias, with Trump supporters arguing that the liberal media's portrayal crossed.
Like I said, can you smell the desperation? I've said it in prior videos that every time, whether it's Kamala knee pads, Willie Brown side piece comes out and calls Trump Hitler, to Tampon Tim, as you just heard, of course, the man has the brain capacity of a newt. And of course, the IQ of room temperature. But being that said, what else do you expect? What else do you expect the media to do at this point? You know, what else can you do? Outside of bringing Satan up and Satan coming out and saying, well, you know, Trump's an evil dude. You know, you thought I was bad, but this guy, holy shit. This is where we're at right now. We're 7 days away. 7 days away. And I know a lot of people are already done early voting. You know, at least between 30 to 40% already have done their duty, have done their due diligence. But for the rest of us out here who have not voted yet, and I am one of them, I have not early voted yet, I tend to do my voting on election day. Because that's how I always did it. So to me, this early voting, yeah, it is what it is. But when you have the media, and I'm surprised that it's not just MSLSD, I'm surprised that ABC, you know, all the legacy media, some knucklehead podcasts haven't done the same thing. I'm probably sure they're done on a much smaller scale. But when you have so-called media, oh, CNN, did I forget CNN? Oh, I'm sorry, the Cuck News Network. I'm surprised they didn't jump all over this. But at the end of the day, it's expected. You know, it's par for the course. This is what they do. Remember what? 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, they were riding high, you know, joy, 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 you know, everyone hold hands, sing kumbaya, you know, we're tolerant, we're for everyone. We're a Big Ten people, you know. Now 3 weeks later, the shit, you know, momentum has shifted into Trump's favor, you know, from McDonald's to the interview with Rogan to Madison Square Garden. It's just lining up for Trump. And Camila can't stand it. So this is what they do. So I've said this in prior videos before. Also, I love it. I love it. But the media is shit. So there you go. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.